Good morning, good afternoon, one or the other, whichever. Yeah, I really need to figure out what to say at midday. It feels silly saying good afternoon or good morning. Good midday to you all. And can you all hear me alright? Yep, sounds... Well, the bars are going, at least, anyway. Okay, how is everybody today? I do love... I know I say it every time, the music is amazing, but like... as I'm getting ready, the last one, I'm best making the coffee and whatnot. Once we've got the stream running, because if you've seen me before, you'll know I've got my main TV on, so I can monitor the stream from like a viewer kind of perspective. But for these last 15 minutes, I could just listen to the music while I'm doing other bits. That's really cool. I made some slight adjustments to the camera settings, like the light balance and stuff. Man, it's so weird. It looks different on my TV to the main TV anyway. I think I mentioned that being an issue before anyway. I don't know. We'll see. I would say it looks better on my TV here, but I think the balance on that one is different anyway. Okay, let me just rearrange my screens. I feel like there's some kind of housekeeping stuff I should do, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure there's nothing that urgent. Although I suppose I should say, if you weren't here yesterday, that maybe you only come in for the Stellaris streams. Let's load up the game. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a week since we played this game. I had a few days off, and when I say off, it just means give me a chance to get everything uploaded to YouTube, which I pretty much almost done. I just got to get a couple of videos for Northgard up and last night's stream up, which I'll see about doing this evening. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think we're back to our normal schedule. As it's down below, you can find it on Facebook and Twitter. I forgot what Twitter was called for a minute there. I realised I haven't got it on YouTube anywhere. I'd consider putting that into my comments, not my comments, like my description or something like that. Ah, there we go. There's a beautiful planet of competent. Still with money issues. Oh, energy, sorry. So, I haven't had a look. It's going to take a moment to kind of remind myself where we are. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we are in the middle of a war we didn't want. Well, we agreed to it. We underestimated war. I don't think because being a pacifist, we haven't really gone to war ourselves, but when our Federation, I was like, yeah, why not? We got Titans now. So one of the big mistakes I made, I didn't realise you can't go through systems with planets, basically. No, it's sort of something, I'll be doing a little bit of research. I like trying to work this stuff out kind of myself. That's my ally, isn't it? Oh, maybe they're going to get this now. They don't seem to have any transports anywhere. Yeah, they've got a fortress. I think it's a fortress that gives the... provides FTL inhibitor. But I'm guessing the star bases do as well, right? I thought... Okay, so it's not all planets. I guess we used to have one of those. We swapped it out for a planetary shield generator. So maybe we don't have it on competent itself, but the starbase has it. I suppose. It'd be nice to know where it is. If this is just a generic thing. Emergency FTL jump cooldown. Oh, FTL inhibitor. Oh, I didn't realise that was an exact thing. Okay. I feel like that's different. but that's probably just my imaginations when we were looking at it before. I know we redesigned all our defense posts. We actually had a proper look at this because it's all medium weapons. We decided to design our defense platforms accordingly. So if you were here last time, you know, I went back and looked at the footage. We had our fleet that was basically all battleships and a Titan. And I think the theory I was going with was having a group of different battleships, some that had small weapons and mediums to kind of like counter each type of ship you're going to come against. I'm still not entirely sure why the Titan, because the Titan went down in seconds. We had it in slow motion even. And it was only against a fleet with like 6 battleships or something like that. But the best I can figure is, and I think I do some Googling and stuff, that the Titan was a little too further forward than the other ships. And it basically got the brunt of the ship. I'm still amazed at like 6 battleships. I don't even know. We destroyed all. We won the battle, but we actually lost more war exhaustion because I guess we took greater damage, losing 1 Titan. I think we may have lost a battleship or 2 as well, compared to their 6 or whatever it was. Where? Yeah. Oh, that's. I feel like that's quite a bit different. I'm sure it was like 10% war exhaustion. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's been a little update in the last week. I'm assuming I survived one. So I'm sure we won this, technically, but we took more losses. Oh, it might be this one. Actually, yeah, I don't know which order it goes in. That might have been an earlier engagement. So I thought about installing a mod that was going to change the AI behaviour, because I think there's some limits to... Well, let's have a look at the fleet, because we're going to have to redesign the fleet, not the fleet manager, I've decided. So, I was kind of one of the... I'm still not sure the exact mechanics. Like I say, I'm not entirely sure why we lost so many... Because it was so quickly we lost that Titan. I guess they all concentrated fire on it. So it was all of our guys were in a big line. They're all kind of bunched up. But I think not all of our ships had the main line. Because I think that I found some mods that kind of, we can only give that 1 tactic, that give you more freedom on the ranges and stuff. So here we can only set our battleships either 50 or 180. And I found some mods, so I might consider using them, because it gives you a bit more freedom about how your fleets are going to kind of operate. But I feel like maybe you do need a screen. I was hoping, I talked about this like a stream or 2 ago, that when I last played this, you know, like a year ago-ish or whatever, I did just fine. I got to a point where it was just all battleship fleets. And yeah, I had a variety of battleships, and that's all I needed. I was kind of a little disappointed. I was kind of disappointed I didn't have like the combined fleets. And I was kind of feeling like that with this game. We were using other ships for a while, and they all just died. But I don't know. I feel like if we had some screens, if we had a few other ships, like cruisers and destroyers, we may have... They may have soaked up some of the damage, and our Titan wouldn't have got obliterated so quickly. I don't know. That's kind of the theory I'm going with. Like I say, I was going to install this mod to try and change the AI behaviour and how the fleets worked, but I decided to give the base game a bit more of a go, because part of me is just, again, we're playing as pacifists. I mean, we're not fanatic pacifists anymore, so this is our first proper war. And I've definitely underestimated the need for armies as well, as we found by... I took the fleets out here. We took this system. I guess I took it back at some point. Those are our allies. But because we couldn't take the planet, I thought we could just go in and destroy a bunch of their ships. Because we're in a federation with these guys, and we're fighting the Kesem Empire is the main target. And somebody else. I forget who. Oh, the Farine. which are these guys, and we're trying to change their ideology. And it wasn't me who started the war, it was the Savanti wants to go to war, and we just agreed to it. And we didn't realise actually that this, who we were friendly with, we hastily agreed to that. We probably shouldn't have done it. If I knew these guys were going to enter on the war, we probably wouldn't have bothered. I kind of thought, oh, we could send some stuff through the wormholes, because we've got a wormhole connecting our systems here. Oh, we've got a wormhole connecting with here, actually. I thought we could send some raids in through there and just kind of help that way. And then I realised we had... Because these guys were friendly, this is almost like our least defended border. So... And we also have... So we have our ring, finally. We're not purging. We're just... Because, you know, that doesn't seem like a very friendly thing to do. We're just kind of asking them to go elsewhere. Yeah, so we got... Almost as soon as we actually settled this, being our second planet, this ring... We had the option for refugees. I think I made a mistake on my assumptions on how the refugee system worked. And we didn't get a choice. So we've changed our refugee. We're not allowing any refugees now. Our planets are for barely competent people only. No one else. So hopefully they're just going to... I don't know what it takes. Maybe they have to find another home. It did say it's going to take a while. But as long as they don't populate, spread everywhere. But that's why it's coming up. We're getting all these potentially habitable worlds now. Oh yeah, we're terraforming this into a Gaia planet with the intention then of seeing if we can turn it into a holy world using one of our edicts. Hello planet. And then we might see about, well, once we've got our energy situation under control. Are we trading any stuff? We are. Man, we're still trading away 100 minerals. Yeah, I guess that's to get 50 energy, and we're still minus 51 energy. So I guess that's why we're really focusing here on the energy. How much pop do we need to upgrade that? It's like 10. What have we got at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not gonna take that long. We are trying to do what we can to increase pop growth. So it might be... It's filling up quite quickly. I don't feel like it's been that long since we've had that. Okay, our fleet. Right, we did tell you to go back home. Are you all upgrading? Yeah, you're all upgrading. Okay, we'll let you upgrade, and then we'll think about completely redesigning the fleet. We'll Right, but yeah, we're just... I don't know... Can't remember what we had changed them to. No, sorry, let's change that. Right. Yeah, first thing first, let's look through... Fortunately, we don't have a huge amount of... See, because I kind of want to get rid of some of these battleships, which seems a really bad idea. We've got some room to play with. We'll see what we can fit in. I guess we did have a... I think some of my assumptions last session were, I say wrong or misleading. So I think one of the things we changed, this is what we used in the battle though. We had the artillery S, which is for shield damage, and then artillery A, which is more designed against hulls, armor and hull. I think the Big Daddy. Right, we need the Big Daddy again. I think I didn't really pay enough attention to evasion. I mean, obviously evasion on the Titan isn't going to make much of a difference. I had to think about this. I think the 50-50 split on the armor and stuff. I don't know. I think that I'm tempted to go with pure neutrons. I mean, it's not as good against shields. I completely underestimated this weapon actually. I just looked at that average damage 293, but it's got a low cooldown. I think where I saw I was watching some videos about. It's effectively like a Death Star laser, as far as I can figure it. I didn't really look at that 5,000 to 10,000 damage. Less damage against shields, but what's a cooldown? Yeah, it's a long cooldown, but you're kind of hoping it's going to be taking down a ship with each shot. Accuracy 85. Well, we don't get an option with that, do we? We can't really give it any other bonuses. Chance to hit. So I'm going to get rid of the afterburner. How fast is it? I don't know how that compares to other ones, but I think putting the afterburner on it, because I figured it was going to be slow, so let's stick the afterburner on, make it slower. But we want to have the back because it's got the longest range of all my ships. I mean, that's a huge range, isn't it? 250, so you want to be popping stuff from the other side of the sector. But let's make sure, if we can, increase this chance to hit. 85% accuracy. Oh, is that yeah, I didn't. Like I say, I had a look at some bits, but I haven't looked at it in full. I guess I don't know. Maybe they'll get added on after. It's possible. Maybe we should worth sticking more of those in. I'm surprised we haven't had the option to get a more advanced version of some of those. Maybe later. But I'm tempted to. Yeah, I only put the railguns on here. It's only minus 50 shield damage. It's a lot longer range. Yeah, I'm tempted to... If I stick all of these on, we wanted to keep it at the back, and then we'll use our battleships more for dealing with shields. I'm still kind of happy with that, I think. Which depends. We might actually play around with this if we... depending on who we're fighting. Okay, we'll see about building another one of these as soon as possible. Right. I don't think we want these then, particularly. So then I'm thinking if we have... I was mainly getting this sort of sublight speed, not really the evasion. I think we'll get rid of the afterburners here. We'll get the afterburners on our smaller ships. We don't care, because thinking about it in terms of pure combat, not just simply getting across systems. Yeah, we get a few of these in for the shield damage. These take down the shields, and the Titan just destroys them. I guess it's more designed, yeah. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's get rid of the afterburner. Again, maybe we give you... Let's make sure you hit, perhaps. So I think I might just get rid of all the artillery A. We've got these line... Now this is, yeah, I guess this is more of our kind of a catch-all type thing. Maybe we get rid of put a different large weapon on here. What's the large plasma cannon like? 100% armor damage. Okay, let's. Yeah, I mean this is a bit of a. We'll get a couple of these in as well, I guess. Because we're a bit all over the place, aren't we? This is. I don't think I necessarily mind this. We want this one. Yeah, I think the afterburners on here is not necessarily a bad idea because we want this one to get kind of closer in their face a bit more. sure. I think my designs aren't necessarily that bad with as far as the actual ship designs. I don't think I'm entirely unhappy with them. And this one's a close range one. Well, close range is not that close range, is it? See, all these weapons, I mean, this is just for the hangers and stuff. All of these weapons have like a range of 30. But I don't get the options of moving closer. Yeah, okay, fine. I think I'm kind of happy with that. I think the main issue is how we designed the fleet. Right, so the cruisers and such then. I don't know if we'll bother with the corvettes. We might. Let me have a look at these designs. So, one of the things I kind of underestimated is the speed. Because you can only cap out at evade. I guess that's the smaller ship's greatest weakness. Don't worry about, because it's the evasion, right? And the faster the ships they can get, but it's capped out at 90, right? Don't know why these aren't. Oh, okay. Oh, evasion plus 10%. I know evasion has a hard cap at 90. That's one of the things I did learn this week. So it's worth that bearing in mind. It's not. Oh, here we go. Oh, it stops out. I think if you look actually in, once you build some, I think there can be other issues. God, we haven't. I don't think we've used these in a while. I don't know if I will, but we'll see. Man, it's been a while since we updated this template, isn't it? I do like the report scans. We need to get improved versions of them. Yeah, so if these guys just basically, yeah, they're using the swarm tactics, get as close as possible and just, well, swarm the enemy, like it says. Or should they be... Will advance to close range. Oh, I think one of the things I did kind of learn, one of the suggestions, I guess, is like for having a missile boat, get them on the pickets, I think. I don't know, I'll try to do some learning during the week. And yeah, this one's definitely on the swarm tactics. Much evasion as possible. Oh, let's improve your armor and such. Yeah. Well, let's just... Well, we went for a bit of everything, didn't we? I don't know if that's necessarily the best tactic. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's tricky, of course. You've got to really compare them to who you're fighting against, so we can always alter at a later point, but... I haven't exactly worked out the maths on... Maybe the disruptors aren't as good as I keep going for. It's just looking at that extra shield penetration and armor penetration. It's obviously a lot less damage, but it's double against shields and armor. That's still only 55.08 or whatever. But then you'll only have 3 against shields, right? But yeah, then you get a better. Oh no, it's penetration. So that means that goes straight into the hole, right? Yeah, maybe. Sod it. We'll, doesn't have to be exact. We're not entirely fussed about massively min-maxing. We're just trying to get a bit better. Like I said, I'm not sure how many of these we're going to fit in. Part of me was thinking is like, well, I feel like Corvette's a bit of a waste at this stage of the game. We should really focus on our smaller ships being the destroyers. So with that in mind, we got these picket ones. Now I'm not gonna. Don't think we want the. 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 Don't think we want the Right, let's rethink the designs completely. Right, this was the interesting one actually. I saw this kind of thing. The fact you can have a large weapon on some of these. What would you have in the end? Another medium? 2 smalls? Because it's a long range and they're kind of cheap and stuff. Cheap and expendable. But yeah, they can still do a good amount of damage to... if we stick some of these on... I think I'd say I like that. So yeah, you can keep at a longish range. See, I don't like that. It's like that range is 75. I don't like that this will stay at range 80. And then it's going to, if you know, obviously there's a lot of motion going on. Oh, it does add the weapons range as well. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Like I say, until we actually redesign the fleet itself, I'm not sure exactly how much of these we're going to use in what kind of proportions. I think the other thing that's put me off, like the Corvettes and the Destroyers and stuff, is they die too easily, but I think I need to get over that and just recognise I'm going to have to replace them, but they're relatively cheap to replace. I think that's why I tended to focus on battleships before, because they're just generally tankier. We have got... I don't be naming... I kind of stopped naming our ship classes after followers, because I was getting really confused about which one was which. It's like one with battleships are all just kind of named after what they do. Apart from the Big Daddy. Well, the Big Daddy's not a... it was a suggestion... Not really a suggestion, but something somebody said, and it's like, I like that. We'll... I don't think we'll do this for a Destroyer. Let's... I'm thinking... Can we get you to swarm? Or we just pick it? Oh, you don't really have one for evasion and stuff. Oh. The tracking though good against evasion. I think that's what I found out as a difference between tracking helps to counter evasion. So there's that. Yeah, so there's a lot of good tracking there. So this would be good against the smaller. Good accuracy. Oh, but it's medium. Oh no, we've got small slots, yeah. Hang on, I'm just thinking out loud a bit. I mean, I'm constantly thinking out loud. That's my shtick. Range of 30. Fire rate plus 10%, tracking plus 20. I mean, that's already got really good tracking, right? So if this ship is kind of designed for getting rid of their fast stuff, like their Corvettes and things like that, not going to be as good against armour. Not that the small stuff has huge amounts of armour. This kind of ignores armour. So, what's your fire rate? Your tracking isn't great though. What's of the medium weapon has... Oh, none of them have. This hair would be good tracking. Range 75, 30. We'll... I don't know. Yeah, sure, why not? Hyper shields. Oh, plus this gives you extra tracking as well. I think that's one of the things I did see, that That's one of the... Because a lot of these other little bits give you extra tracking and stuff. The massive evasion. I think, I'm not sure, I must be missing something. So looking at those, the guy was getting... And he was just on... I was looking for Apocalypse videos and trying to understand some of these mechanics a bit better. And it's not huge amounts, there's loads of old stuff. But I'm not sure if they necessarily apply. But so the evasion can go higher. You can get like 110, 120, but 90 is the hard cap. Even if you take into account tracking, so it's like that reduces the enemy's ability to reduce your evasion. It's not worth going above 90 particularly. But still, I mean, the only point I was going to say is like, but I guess this, I'm assuming that's gone above 90. I'd have to have a look at, once we build, look at the details, I think it shows you then. But it's not exactly gone over by much, I'm sure it hasn't. Anyway. Cruisers. So we've got a few... Yeah, okay, so we've got... Okay, I love Shycraft just because... just because, yep, that's all I need to say. So... Yeah, we can only get one hangar slot here. So can I have a few of these to maybe help complement the battleship carrier groups? Now, hang on, I wasn't sure which was necessarily better, the Guardian point defense or the Flak. Flak's got a lot better. Point defense is stronger, but the Flak has better tracking. Now, I don't know what the evasion on stuff like attack... Oh, hang on, let's have a look at... evasion 80%, okay. So the Flak's probably quite good. You're probably still going to... Even though you've got all these other bonuses. The Flak's probably worthwhile. We do need to upgrade the Flak, I know. So we do get a bunch of bonuses from things like this, but it's still... I'm not going to say it's enough. Let's put extra chance to hit, because we also want this to shooting down missiles and such. I'm assuming that's what it's going to do. Close range and attempt to intercept the enemy. And we just added a missile on the front. Oh, sure. Maybe put actual missiles on this one. Average damage 16.37. I mean, that does better damage. 100% shield and 50% armor. Accuracy 100%, tracking 25. Maybe we go with the swarm missiles actually. If we're going to go with a ship that's very good at tracking. It's a lot less damage, mind you, but it's got better chance of hitting. But then if we're getting plus 15 tracking, plus 20, plus 35, and if anything else gives us. So again, plus 35 onto that, that'd be like 65. Don't know. But it goes with the kind of the theme. I don't know if it's necessarily... We'll see, because I guess we might get upgraded versions of this. We'll consider that when we're doing our research. It's mostly a lot of military tech at the moment. I seem to recall. Right. The Grimbeard class. Now we did add... It's got larger weapons and stuff. I don't feel like we necessarily need, especially when we've got those destroyers as well. I don't wonder if you want a ship that's going to focus a lot more medium-sized weapons. Something's a bit more... I don't know. Don't know. Maybe a bit of an all-rounder, I think. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. So we've got the battleships and the Titan for the large stuff. We haven't really got any other ships that do really the medium. Which I guess are gonna... Yeah. Sure, why not? Right, we'll sure, why not? I'll put some... Have some regenerative hull tissue on you as well. Yeah, you kind of go in a medium sort of range. Okay. So we've got a bunch of stuff that goes in shore. Right, we're going to have to redesign the fleet, aren't we? Okay, let's have a look at this. We've got the Titan. The big daddy. Right. God damn it. The A-class is against the armor. We don't need the A-class, we need the S-class, right? More. I should have just got rid of those. Or can we convert them? Yeah, hang on. Can right retrofit. I don't know. Right. Right, let's have a look. Let's see about throwing in some other stuff. This is where I can't remember what everybody's designed for. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rename. We were going through leaders a lot more than I thought, and we were doing well at naming people with those. Well, I'm gonna have to rename these ships because I can't remember what they all do. Sorry. Oh, unless I could actually just put it. I'll put it afterwards. Oh no, I can't. Oh no. It's a big, hairy. Oh, I'm gonna have issues renaming them, aren't I? Yeah. Because of the way the fleet manager works. Okay, we might as well do it now. Call this a... Okay, we can just add what their kind of role is after the name. Yeah, that works. And we're gonna have to retrofit everybody into... Okay. This will be a Hickett, I guess, isn't it? Well, I mean, I guess that's what we'll name it after those, if I can just remember what kind of range type thing they are. But I think we have to convert all our ships across to the new design or the new name before we can... Oh, I bet you... Is there a cap? There bloody well is. Oh, no, hang on. I know it's Big Long John Silver, but we call it Big Long John Carrier. now. I don't know why that amused me. Oh, it should be John with a H. It's annoying you can't rename. I'm sure maybe if somebody else knows a way of renaming the ships without like having to duplicate them and change over, do let me know. I guess it's just going to be a line. Yeah. And my battleships already have descriptive names. Okay. Let's go to my fleet designer. Fleet manager, right. Oh, we haven't actually built any of those other ships. Okay, that makes it a lot easier. we can delete all the ones we're not. So, P-Dogs, you're gone. And Heavy Boss, you're gone. The Historian, you're gone. Kabeshi. I mean, you're still all here. I haven't got rid of you completely. With that in mind, actually, I can name my battleship classes. But let me actually just settle on what my battleships are going to be. And I'll see about... Because we've got had a few new followers since the last stream. So I'll try to check the leaders. I'll do that in a minute once we kind of faffed about with this fleet manager. I mean, it's still a lot of battleships, isn't it? I think I'm going to definitely want to get rid of a couple of the battleships. So let's upgrade all of you. I think that'll help simplify it. That should then change the A classes into the S class. It's not going to take that long to upgrade, right? Okay. What the hell? What else is going on in the world? I can't remember. Oh, we're getting jump drives at some point. More order missiles. Right, I think we decided to go for this. It was going to be a cheap tech, and we kind of put this stuff off. Let me have a look at my leaders. I know we don't have as many scientists anymore. We got... I never bothered changing this admiral's name, because she's just a spare. We only got her to...
Spaceport under attack.
Right, I don't think... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, that's a research station. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh. No, it's not entirely fine. Oh, of course. Finally, I realised as well, we didn't have enough planets to become president. Oh, we still got another, like, 9 years or whatever. I think I ticked it over just to make sure I was going to be president, because you have to have more than 10% of the planets. Which, so I joined the Federation as like, so I'm never going to be president. I'm never going to get access to the other fleet. So, I think they've capped this up to 500 now, the Federation fleet. But it's still, but yeah, we'll, even if we don't end up, we'll definitely make a big push to upgrade this fleet. Even if we're not the main ones using it. I want this war to be over. I don't care if we win. I didn't start it. I will see, actually. I do... Well, if it do... Well, I've got to redesign the fleet, obviously, but I need some armies. We've only got the basic assault armies. I haven't put any research to any of that. We're pacifist. I keep saying that. It's like, who am I trying to kid? We're not so pacifist anymore. Anyway, let's speed it up. Well, we got a timed project, right?
Hostile fleet within range.
Hang on a minute. Right. Okay, we've got a fleet over here. They're going to cause issues. We never did get the... We need more we need star bases here, don't we? Hey, allies, how did they get past you? And how come they didn't retake that one? I don't know. I don't know what I was just thinking. Direct course for Terrell system. Where's a Terrell system? Oh, there. Are they going? Yeah, we're gonna lose it. We'll have to take a couple of hits, I guess. One of the things I did want to check as well, actually, I know our energy is terrible at the moment, but we were probably going to see about terraforming this with the terraforming into a Gaia world with the intention of settling it. Same with the other planet. It's only a 24, but this one's a 25. So we should probably. I mean, we've got a good amount of minerals. I think we've made energy. I know we've got a massive deficit at the moment. I think we've mainly been getting energy by trading array resources. And we're getting a bunch. I'm relatively confident that's going to be sorted soonish. And this is going to take forever, so let's kind of get it. 5,007, that's like 15 years, right? So we might as well get it done soon. I mean, this one's going to take... It's got 17, what's 5 years or something like that. Okay. So we're getting a good amount of minerals considering we're trading off a bunch. Were we... Well, your assistant research, your construction ship. Were we realistically going to research this stuff? Kelsim? Yeah, probably, because we actually control it. Well, we don't, but, well, our allies do. We've only got the one science ship that's doing assist research. I don't want to take you off that objective, so I think I will build another science ship, because we don't have a science ship for exploring, because we kind of did all the exploring, but it'd be nice to have one. I don't think we've got a spare scientist at the moment. No, I think a lot of our guys kind of died off. What's your life expectancy? Okay, 140 now. I know we were kind of working on getting our life expectancy to be better. How are we? 16 months. Okay.
Hostile fleet within range.
What do you mean? You're already here? Oh, is it like... Oh. I don't need a notification every time a new ship arrives. If we get more intel on where they're going... Just attacking Starbase.
Fleet enhanced.
Right. The fleet is enhanced. Well, we have no A classes anymore. Okay, cool. Let's now have a look at the fleet manager. Oh, we have got the... Let's get that building. No, that's the wrong button. Oh, we can't. 3,600, yeah, okay. Limit 104. Is that taking that into account already? Yeah, I guess it must be, right? Oh, that can't... No, it can't be. Oh, we've got 2 extra... This fleet manager's wonky. I've seen people complaining about it, and I kind of... Right, so we've got 4 of those, 4 of those, 3 of those. Oh, and then we've got 2 more artilleries, which we can get rid of. Can't... Well, they're all just experienced, aren't they? Just make sure I'm not getting rid of any veterans or anything like that. Okay, disband you. And disband you. Okay. I know it's a lot of minerals down the drain, but we just kind of have to eat it. What? Okay. Okay, obviously, right. It's fine. I'm gonna say we got rid of it. It's fine. Don't worry. I mean, this screen, I think it's really useful. I think it's great. It's a bit wonky. I think it helps that we're designing all our stuff ourselves. Right, okay, 88. So now if I add a Big Daddy. Okay, it has gone up. Let's take it into account. Okay, cool. We add one of each of those. I'm not adding the Corvette in at this point. I mean, there's no point having just one of these, is there? How much does that add in? 4? Yes. I mean, yeah. we got too many battleships. We're not doing anything immediately to improve our... I mean, we'll get them back. I feel like we need to get rid of a couple more battleships. I think... Man, it seems like such a waste. But I'm going to do... Just going to do it. Just going to do it. We need a more well-rounded fleet. Man, I was looking at that and it's like, well, that's how our actual thing is at the moment. Where are you at? 88 and you're at 72. Oh, I don't know. Right, so we have 3 of each. I mean, that's going to be 9 battleships still. Let's be fair, that's not nothing. Okay, that'll do for now, and we'll expand it. I think balanced-ish for 10 destroyers, 8 cruisers, 9 battleships. I mean, we haven't got any corvettes. I mean, maybe once we... I mean, we are gonna... Our fleet limit's gonna upgrade. Well, I mean, we've just settled our second planet. What, 200 years in, we've just settled our first planet. But I say it's not going to be long. It's going to be 15 years before we can settle that Gaia world, and it's probably going to be a little while because of this war before we can actually build more aspects to that ring, more sections of the ring. But we will do. We'll get around to, what is it, 16? Has that gone up? I guess it might have done. I'm sure it was 15 last time. I think there is, the cost does go up based on something. Okay. Why can't I afford to reinforce a fleet? There's a weird... I guess there's a weird ordering type. It's not weird, actually. We should get the Titan building first, to be fair. It's going to take the longest anyway. I'm assuming it's prioritising that first for whatever reason. Man, we're having an issue here. I wish we had... Can we, like... Where are you going? Returning to a newest station. Oh, you're just going to repair, I guess. Will you do something about these fleets roaming in my area? You started this war. You do something about it. What we got over here? Oh, of course, that's the upgrading. Upgraded. Okay. Oh, we could do upgrades here. I mean, we need the energy desperately. I would say our energy suddenly gone better. It's probably because... Oh, we destroyed a few battleships. That'd be why.
Construction online.
I should really send my fleet out as it is, right? What have they got over here? So they've got a battleship and a bunch of small stuff. I mean... Sure. I mean, we should. I mean, it's like, it's the power is way higher. But I know it's not as simple as that. I wonder if like the 9 battleships are actually, they've only got 1 battleship in there, but it's like, are the corvettes going to cause me massive issues? But we've got the close range ship though, which should do a number on them. So, yeah. Oh. Let's get a new scientist. Right, let's have a look at, let's get my follower list up. Right, we had Super Cat Master. We definitely got somebody, one of his guys in there. Did we? Owl Mischievous. I don't think we did get an owl. We've suddenly got more options here. And none of these are terribly appealing. Let's just go for the youngest one. Oh, they're suddenly more expensive. Hang on. I can't remember what I did. There was a reason why they're more expensive. I know it's a tech or something like that. Right. Mischievous. Where? I can't see you on the list now. Oh, there we go. You're at the top for some reason. Chief. Make sure I spell Mischievous right. Oh, at least how you spelled it. Mischievous. Yeah, maybe. Right, you can go in that science ship then. And if I tell you to just go and research the projects here, right? I guess you're going to avoid that system. You're going to run into trouble if you go that way. Your path in any way, should I say. Right, you're moving out. Right. I guess that's building a Titan now. Yeah. Right, you're going that way. Okay, that's fine. Oh, yeah, we should send the fleet attacking here. Just to actually make sure they're targeting the fleet specifically. Can I have a look at their claims? Can I? Impose ideology. They're just looking to humiliate us. That can't be it, right? Maybe. I don't think these guys have claims on us. I think these guys have made claims. These guys made a bunch of claims as well. But we've got like our massive... I'm not so worried about them. We've got these massive fortresses over here. The main problem with this war is, because these guys were aggressive to us, so we made sure those stations are massively reinforced. Well, these are our most powerful stations. All the entrances from their empire to ours. Same with this one. 1, 2, 3. They're all fully upgraded. But not here. Because these were our friends. I mean, I'm all for changing people's ideologies and stuff, making them a bit more an our way of thinking. Although I guess we're going to change our ideology towards these guys. Oh, you are pacifist and egalitarian. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. I mean, I'm fanatic spiritualist and pacifist, so. But I guess we'll make you not militarist. And authoritarian. Yeah. I'd be happy with that change. Oh, have they? Right, okay, we can't go over that. Huh? That was relatively inevitable, right? Let's just move the sign ship down here. I guess they counted. What do their battleships look like? It's kind of 50-50. I find there's a lot, actually. They're all very 50-50. It's like, it's not so easy to specialise. Oh, why is it frozen?